What's going on, y'all? What is going on? What is going on? This is your boy Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for a brand new episode of Yes for the Mess, where we talk about celebrity gossip, hot topics, and odd things, reality TV based. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Thursday, and I intend on doing the exact same thing. What is going on, you guys? Listen, I got my shades on because I just woke up. How I look? I know it probably looked like I just woke up, child, because that's what took me so long to get to the live. I'm about how many minutes late? I'm about 7 minutes late. So that's because I just woke up and I was trying to get myself together. But I think I look sleepy. So if I look too sleepy, I'm gonna put my shades back on, child. Do I look sleepy? Does it look like I just woke up not too long ago? Cause just let me know, cause I want to be on here looking like that now. I had to go on and get on here and do what I'm supposed to do. But I'm probably just gonna go on and put my shades on, child. But anyway, oh, somebody said, "Oh, you look fine to me." Okay. So, before we get into anything, damn, y'all nosy and y'all messy because it's almost 100 people up in here and we ain't even made it to the two. Well, we just made it in here 2 minutes ago. But anyway, before we get into anything today, let me let you guys know what we got coming up a little bit later now. At 8:15, we got the Chase and Pounder podcast, y'all. I think Jamar won't be there tonight because he got some stuff to do. He's working with Chasen tonight, so he won't be able to be there. So it's gonna be the rest of us there tonight, and we're gonna be on here, and then we're not even gonna be on here that long. We're probably gonna be here for about a good 30 to 40 minutes, probably. You know what I'm saying? But yes, we'll be on the Chasing panel tonight at 8:15. So what else we got to look forward to? And then on Saturday, be sure to tune in for Love and Marriage Huntsville. Of course, I'll be going live for that on Saturday night at 10:35, right after tea. Y'all already know how it goes down every Saturday. You get back-to-back reviews from us. Now, so I could have done a pre-recorded video on this. I could have. But I chose to get on here, do a live about this shit, and so we can discuss it live and things like that. I could have just went on and did because like I said, Love and Hip Hop ATL, it's fire right now. But the news circuit of it all is not the same. Like it's not piping hot tea no more as it once was. But when it comes down to K Michelle and Rashida, it's always going to be some tea involved. It's always going to be a must-see situation. And whenever I'm talking about Georgia Prune, everybody's going to want to tune in and everybody's going to want to watch what I got to say about it, right? Absolutely. It's already 100 and some people up here before we even get to 5 minutes, okay? Now, how do we get to K Michelle and Rashida, and how did we get to Rashida talking about K Michelle? Well, I don't know if you guys watch this or not, but Jessica Dime has a podcast with Memphitz producer Drama Boy, and it is called The Beauty in the Beats podcast. They interview people all the time on that podcast, right? Right. Okay. So Kirk and Rashida were the guests on yesterday. Now, y'all know when it come down to Kirk and Georgia Prune, I don't really give a what they talking about. I don't care to hear nothing that they talking about. But it was in between me doing my reviews. I think no, it wasn't a review. I think was it a review? It was in between me doing the Beverly Hills review and the roasting review interview yesterday. It was in between that time because I think I had a break in between. So I said, okay, so let me sit here and let me listen to what the fuck they talking about. And I'm gonna tell y'all, I sat there and I listened to that entire interview. No bullshit. I sat there and I listened to that entire interview. And it was pretty much them talking about their relationship, how they met, how he knew the brat. It was like the entire situation, the whole journey of their relationship, how they got on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, what made them get on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, all of those things, the situation with Jasmine, everything. So I really sat there and listened to that whole thing. That was until Jessica Dime asked Kirk and Rashida who would be their all-star Love and Hip Hop Atlanta cast. And that is when the topic of K Michelle came up. So we're going to get into the audio of it all. And after we hear the audio of it all, Y'all know I got my opinions on what the hell they said, but we also have another audio to listen to so we can, break the shit down. And it's a past audio from a past Love and Hip Hop episode. So I know y'all ready to hear what Georgia Prune got to say. So we're going to do that right now. We're going to put that on the screen. And then we're going to listen to what Georgia Prune had to say. Let's take a listen.
Yes. So tell me, y'all, what if y'all had to pick 5, all from any season of Love and Hip Hop, and y'all had to build y'all ultimate favorite all-star cast, who would those 5 be?
Go ahead. You want?
You can go first. But
I would say Cardi B, Tommy, yo ass,
Stevie and Jocelyn.
Oh,
Jocelyn,
sure,
for sure.
Yeah.
Scrappy, Jock,
and Tammy.
How many people you said?
5.
That's 10.
I passed
We got that's 10 niggas.
But that's a good one.
But ain't that good?
That's good.
Yes,
That's good. I love
yes.
it. Let me ask you this one more thing. And I'm a Memphis girl.
Yes.
So I got to call
I left Benzino out. I would bring Benzino.
And Benzino. Yes.
I would bring all those people you saying plus somebody else.
Who?
K. Michelle.
That was a good one.
So let me ask you
Good
this.
season.
Yes.
Do you think, that's the talk on the internet.
Right.
You and K. Michelle and all that stuff. Do you think that you would ever sit down with her? Do you think y'all could ever sit down? Do you think you owe her apology? Or because people say, why Rashida ain't apologized to K. Michelle yet? Do you feel like you owe her one?
Because I apologized to her. She apologized to me.
Oh, okay.
We did all of that. We did that on television.
It just didn't ever come out.
But it just didn't come out. I mean, I guess people didn't.
It just didn't. Nobody cares about it. You can Google
they want the beef.
Yeah.
They don't want the
Exactly.
It's still a talk about.
Oh, of course. It comes around all the time.
Let me say something, because even after they did that, the attacks and the rants that you've seen are all after. So,
yeah.
My whole thing is confrontation wise. We never wanted no beef with her. She was a cool girl, and we really had to get hit because Rashida's friends with somebody.
Got you, and it ain't on you.
It wasn't, and to be honest, what people never really understood is I told production and them back, and I told her, I was like, I didn't want to continue to talk about it, because Toya is my family. She's like a sister friend to me, and I'm loyal to my real people. And not saying this in a funny way, but I didn't know K. Michelle prior to the show. So she was a new person coming to me, talking to me about my friends. And I'm like, wait a minute now.
Got you.
But still, at the end of the day, it was something that I wish it didn't play out the way it played out. You know what I'm saying? I never intended on hurting nobody or doing anything like that. That's far from who I am.
It just seemed cold. Like, she was like, I'm not going to indulge with my friend.
Yeah, she has a bite. I tell people all the time, she has a bite. Like, there's shit she said about me that still people, she said shit on the internet and took it down, but it sticks with you because once you say something people get it out. But the
like Kirk and his 3 earrings.
Yeah, Kirk and Rashida rap like Shorty Low.
But I was out before Shorty Low.
I get to see all this on the documentary. But
yes.
The part about it that I think that made it worse, you got to remember, we were in a production at the time. So they didn't want to see K. Michelle and Rashida be friends, lest the truth be told.
Right, that's some of the drama that we need to keep the business.
People don't even realize that was some of the biggest drama early on the show.
Yeah, and it was good. I was watching.
And what's crazy is it's still with me 14 years later. Like, they hadn't let it go. And I was actually looking through my phone and saw all these old pictures, even after the beef. Me and Kay sitting there, we got pictures together. We had apologized and moved forward, but people didn't see that. It ain't like I posted them like trying to prove a point. I'm not her. I'm not that internet, get on the internet and prove a point. I got all kind of receipts, but it's nothing. I just let things play like they play because I know my heart, and God knows my heart. So I just let it ride and just be what it is. But I'm far from that person. You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
Before we get up out of here.
You was one.
Bitch. Now y'all know now. Y'all know. I got something to say. Y'all know I got something to say, right? Y'all know it. Okay. First of all, you lying. That's number one. You lying. Because y'all never apologized. You said we did this on TV. We sat down, we apologized. Y'all never apologized, Rashida. Let's be clear. And y'all want to know how y'all know, if anybody knows, if she didn't apologize, you know it's me. Y'all know. And I say this shit all the time, and I don't care how nobody feels. I used to be a love and hip hop connoisseur, okay? Back then, like back in the earlier seasons, like it was probably me, Rox, Bundy, Ashley. Like we were like the love and hip hop connoisseurs. Like we were the main ones y'all loved to watch do love and hip hop Atlanta reviews back then. So if anybody, and I'm the only one still reviewing the damn show out of all of us. Well, Bundy's still reviewing it too, but you know what I'm saying. But out of all of us, you know I know. And on top of that, I was a big fan of K. Michelle, still is, and I was a big K. Michelle fan before I even started watching Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. That's what made me tune in, was K. Michelle. So if anybody knows, I know. That never happened. So this is what happened. Let's get into this. This was a scene, and y'all know I got to play the audio. Y'all know I can't put it on screen. But this was the scene where Carly set up for K. Michelle and Rashida to sit down and hash their differences out. This got to be the scene that she's talking about, because there was no "I'm sorry" in this scene. So let's get into that.
Girl, trying to stay cool on, I'm hot as hell.
Yeah.
Please believe what's going on.
So I wanted to see if y'all could discuss your issues and see if we could get somewhere. I don't know, but
I think this bitch's head is not on straight, or she done bumped or something, because me being pregnant, walking into a situation with K. Michelle may not be the right thing to do. But you know what? I'm here now. Let's see what's about to go down.
you all right? You good?
Trying to hang in there. How about you?
I'm right. Carly was like, Rashida, how about Rashida? You talk to Rashida, blah, blah, blah. Jasmine has said, how about you talk to Rashida? Mimi, why don't you talk to Rashida? Mm-hmm. I feel like this is one of the biggest steps for me, because I feel like out of all of the girls, you hurt me the most. Everything that happened with me and Rashida was because I never would expect her to comment on my life the way she did. I feel like you can never tell another woman what she been through.
Okay. You gonna hear a whole lot of stuff that you're not gonna like, but you can't fight everybody, and everybody forms their own opinion, and you a strong opinionated person. You say a lot of things to hurt people, Kay.
I can be very hurtful.
Off the rip.
I know I can be a bitch. I know I can be a bitch. But sometimes I'm just being funny. I don't even mean it.
But I think that's where you need to learn from, because sometimes you got to understand how people take that. Even though me and Kirk have our problems, even with you saying a lot of stuff that you said about Kirk,
I came at you out of hurt. I didn't come at you out of anger. Maybe I don't communicate right, but I came at you more out of hurt because I really respected Rashida. We were supposed to be friends, and I feel like she stabbed me in my back. But that was then. This is now. And it's time to move on and let it go. I thought if I would see you, I would just wow out and scream again. But I don't think that you're evil. I'm moving to New York, and I just feel like I don't want to leave nothing. It shouldn't be nothing untouched.
It don't even matter no more, because you going in one direction and I'm going in
another.
And I don't
want no bad for you.
And I don't want no bad for you either.
I want to see you and at least be able to shake your hand and say, you know what? Congratulations on everything that you have going. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart.
Well, you seeing her right now, so.
We good.
Okay, my big ass stomach.
So we just played that whole scene. Did you hear any apology? Did we hear any apology? Because I could have sworn that we did not hear any apology in this scene. She didn't apologize to that girl. She didn't say that she was sorry. She didn't say that she sat there in that girl's face and told her that she didn't get her ass beat. She didn't do any of that. Now, while we're here, while I give my commentary on this shit, trust me, we are, honey. We are. My thing is this. while I sit here and I'm going to give you guys my commentary, like I said, because I lost my train of thought just that fast. We're going to go back in time with audio. We're going to go back in time and shit like that. We definitely are. Don't you worry. However, I feel this way. This is how I feel. I feel like Rashida is full of shit. And she's always been full of shit. Every time, Bando, I don't care if she said it off camera. She ain't say it on camera. So, and I don't believe she even said it off camera. Here's the thing. When it comes down to this, because see, here's the thing. The reason why I don't blame, this is the reason why I don't believe anything that she says is because of the fact that when this shit first came about again last year, right? And she was on the live and people were saying, oh, you need to apologize to K. Michelle. You need to let her know that you was wrong or whatever. Like they was calling her out on it. And then she said, well, I'm not apologizing. I'm not apologizing. I'm not apologizing. That's the type of shit that she was on back then. She was saying that she wasn't going to apologize to K. Michelle at all. So to me, it made me feel like she never apologized. You know, as far as I can remember, she didn't. So it's just like, for me, it's just no. When it comes down to Rashida, I just don't fucking respect her at all because of the way that she handled it. And I know a lot of people probably feel like, oh, you know, Scotty be going in on Rashida as if he knows her or he's obsessed with her. It ain't that I'm obsessed with her, because y'all know I don't talk about Rashida until Love and Hip Hop comes on. Y'all already know this shit. Y'all know I don't talk about this muff until the show come on. So when she sit her, Rashida got bags, prune eyes ass on that damn podcast and want to sit up here and act as if she sat here and had a conversation with this girl and apologize. Girl, bye. That never happened. Now, let's go into what really got this thing started in the first place and why we sitting up here talking about it now. So we're going to go ahead and get into that. Of course, we're going to listen in on that too. So let's get into it.
Me without saying I'm sorry.
But if you say sorry, then where does that put you? Does that take you to another place?
You know what it does? It at least makes me feel like there is some good.
Maybe he's not doing that because that's not something that he did to you.
Rashida, he did that to me. I had scars all on my leg, carpet burns from fighting. How would you feel if a towel was over your face? Smothered. He needs to apologize. I have every text message when you tried to say you was. So if I was an evil chick, I would send that to a blog right now. I ain't done it. But if you keep on, I am. So you need to take your ass on down the street because you wasn't there. 3 years, my career was ruined because I could not talk. I don't have that no more. I don't care what nobody got to say about me, because that's my. None of y'all was there. None of y'all. This damn is with me. I got my ass beat, and I gotta explain to the world what the happened to me. What happened to saying I'm sorry that happened to you? That man beat my ass, and I had to deal with that. So I don't give a what nobody think about nothing I got going on.
Now, just to let y'all know, I've watched this scene so many times. That I know every single line from that scene. I watched it so many times. I watched it so many times. And I don't know what y'all laughing at. I don't know if y'all laughing at me or y'all laughing at her. I don't know. However, I watched this scene so many times. So don't be surprised at the fact that I know this scene word for word. Because I do. I know it word for word. I know it word for word, honey. I know it word for word. Now, that particular scene is one of the reasons why I do not like Rashida to this day. My thing is, how you gonna sit in the scene with this girl in the hot sun in the middle of June and tell her maybe he ain't apologizing because he probably didn't do that to you or anything like that. Like, how are you gonna sit up here and tell somebody some shit like that? And what make you think that the shit is okay for you to do something like that? Like, I'm just being honest here. Like, why would you say that? And why would you do that? And why would you think that was okay? Because there is absolutely nothing okay with that shit. It's nothing okay with that. And the fact that you walk around here with your pompous ass and really believe that it's okay for you to do that is out of this world. Like, I don't understand. And I know that a lot of people feel like K. Michelle need to get over it. She need to do this. She need to do that. But at the same point in time, how can I get past something that happened to me? How can I get past something when someone looked me dead in my face and told me that it never happened to me and that maybe he's not doing that because that's not something that he did to you? And then I look you in your damn prune ass face and say, Rashida, he did that to me. I'm sitting up here crying my eyes out and you ain't got no sympathy or nothing for me. And then we go into the reunion and you still talking shit. Now we're about to go into the reunion now. Okay, we're gonna go into this reunion now. So that wasn't even the only thing about it. And on top of that, for them to even try to blame this all on production and shit is really out of this world. But let's get into the reunion part of it. Here we go.
Honest with you, it ain't got nothing to do with me, but at the end of the day, I don't know if I believe K. Michelle.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Thank you. Regardless of anything, for 3 years, I've been helping women who went through domestic violence. So regardless of how crazy K. Michelle is or how I act, I don't say I act right. I don't always act right. I never have said I was this picture perfect woman. What I said was, what happened to me is what happened to me. And Rashida, you don't have to believe it, but you sure sat there every episode getting your check.
Damn
listening
straight.
to you did what it was. You sure cried at everything with me in my hand. But when the first episode came out and it got tough, you got to run it.
Oh, I ain't run.
Yes, you did. Tough.
No, I didn't.
When it got tough, the boss left, and we went to Sweet
you want
Valley
to say
High.
the boss left? The boss
We
ain't
got
me.
to.
First of all,
This not
on Twitter
about
saying his name.
Please tell Scarecrow to shut up.
You be quiet for a minute. Let me say something.
Well,
Ain't nobody leave. You know what? Because to be honest with you, we can sit up.
I got you. I'm just talking. We women.
We are women. But let me say this. I had to put 2 and 2 together and say, something don't make no damn sense.
What don't make? How I get out of $2 million record deal on everything? They didn't let me go. Like they let you go on yours. They didn't let me go.
They didn't let me go.
They didn't let me go. I had to get out of mine. I had to get out of mine.
So let's keep that.
You're straddling the fence, Rashida. When it got tough, I listened to you. I listened about your marriage. I watched you disrespect your husband on TV.
I ain't disrespect my husband. Let me tell you something. A husband is something you want, something I have. Okay, let's keep that clear. Ain't nobody gonna marry no crazy ass bitch.
Lose them, disrespecting them on TV.
I ain't gonna lose.
That's all I'm saying.
Please believe that. That man you described you want is that man, and you not gonna get him.
It's my story.
Yeah, and that's
you
lie.
get done. Wow, Rashida.
Yeah, wow. Wow. I didn't want to.
Do what you do.
Do something with your nappy ass hair, you bipolar, schizophrenic, insecure ass bitch. Yeah, let me have my Nah, you ain't got it. I was nice.
Do anybody else believe her ass?
You know what? Do anybody else believe that dumb asshole? Ask that question. Do anybody else believe this bitch? Yeah, they ain't seen me like this.
I'm going to try to calm things down with a break. We'll be back.
She's so lame. They ain't seen me like this. They ain't seen me like this. She's so lame. Y'all, that lady's so lame. Like, it was so funny when Benno put this in the comments. They ain't seen me like this. They ain't seen me like this. Of course we haven't, because you lame and you a clown, girl. That's why they ain't seen me like this. They ain't seen me like this. Did y'all hear her? Did you hear her? Did you not hear this girl? Y'all, I can't get over it. And then the fact that Vando you put this in the comments before her ass even said it is really crazy to me. Did you hear her? Did you hear her yell and scream how they ain't seen me like this? They ain't seen me like, girl, really? What they ain't seen you like? Because you ain't had that type of energy for the woman that fucked your husband and got the baby by. Like, what you talking about, Rashida? What are you talking about? So this is she was incredibly nasty to K. Michelle during this moment. Incredibly nasty to her. And up here taking up for her best friend's husband at the time, all because he said that he didn't do it. And then he turns around and exposes himself on Marriage Boot Camp and made himself look like a complete fool on Marriage Boot Camp. So it's just like, girl, what you mean? So what do you have to say now about Memphitz now, and that name is the right name from, that's the right name. So what do you have to say about Memphitz now after he done did after the way he showed out on Marriage Boot Camp and shit like that, showing that he's an abuser? And I'm gonna show y'all that clip too in a minute. We're gonna get into all of it. And I said that when I already said we weren't gonna be here no more than 30 minutes, but I just try to, spread it over to about 40 minutes because I do need to eat and get ready for this Chaser Panda tonight. But yeah, we're gonna get into that too. Now, after we sit here and listen to, K. Michelle and Rashida argue back and forth at this reunion, they finally see each other at Mimi's so-called housewarming party. How the fuck you have a housewarming party with 3 people there and just a slab of meatballs? You can tell that was just for a scene, child. They never tried to make it look any type of they never tried to make it believable. But anyway, we're gonna get into that now. I love going down memory lane when it comes down to this because I'm gonna always prove my point. K. Michelle was in the right. I don't give a fuck. So this is them at this damn meatball what is a housewarming? Let's get into it.
Say hi. It's warm as shit in here.
You ain't lying about this.
It's been a minute since I seen the Georgia Prune Rashida, and I'm not too thrilled or happy about it, but it's Mimi's day and I have to be there to support. So I'm just gonna try to, be a good little Christian girl.
I ain't trying to be a grown-ass woman arguing with no next grown-ass woman all the time. I think I come across your mind a few times here and there,
No,
be it
bitch.
Twitter. Yes, bitch.
No, you and your little Instagram essays.
Instagram essays.
Who takes out time to type a full
The same
essay?
person who
Oh,
gets on their
Instagram.
interviews and want to talk about what
I
they
kinda
should
like
have, could have,
you.
would have did. That's
You
what
should
you
have just
fooled
went
the
to
world
jail
to
because
think.
you are a trespasser. Obviously, you were living in my house under my bed when I was going through my
obviously
relationship.
you fond of
you
me,
know so
bitch,
much
because
about
all you do is talk about
Rashida.
Rashida.
It's okay,
Just
but
be
I do
worried
like
about
your
when your
mom.
ass gonna hit the floor of that fake when that
Oh.
mother drop and your ass in the hospital somewhere, okay? I was trying to be cool with K. Michelle, but you know what? She always popping off on the blogs, on the internet, and doing what she do. And you know what? I'm tired of her. See, I ain't for this. Yeah, I be ready to hit a bitch. For real. Pull that ragged ass wig off your mother.
Woo! We
Yeah,
mad.
bitch. We a real bitch.
Tell Kirk and his 3 earrings I said hello.
What you say?
No,
Tell
wait
Kirk
in
and the 3
here.
earrings what?
No,
You gonna hit me with you gonna throw a candle at me, bitch? You wanna throw a candle? You wanna throw fire? Kirk and his 3 earrings?
Get out of my face. Get out of my face.
Really? No. Y'all playing with it. Okay, I'm cool.
At the end of the day, she slapped the shit out of Rashida with that damn candle. I'm just being honest. And I remember when the episode first came out, everybody was talking about how K. Michelle was scared of Rashida and shit like that. But I'm gonna tell you just like this. I ain't no fighter. I don't like to fight. I'm not finna fight. Nah, I don't mind doing it. But at the age of 35, I'm not finna fight. Now, if I'm sitting here talking to you and you call yourself walking up in my face, I don't give a fuck if I got a damn cup of RC Cola in my damn hand. It's going in your face, bitch. Don't walk your ass up in my face. It was just so crazy to me how upset she was at Kay. Like, Kay was really getting under her skin. You know what I'm saying? Getting under her skin that whole time in that scene. Now, what we gonna do, we really got to get into this scene. It's not necessarily on Love and Hip Hop, but it got a lot to do with Toya in Memphis or whatever, and how he was showing his ass and acted a goddamn fool. Because that's exactly what the fuck he did. Now he acted a fool. I'm trying to see if I can find it, because Memphis really showed his true colors and showed his ass when he was doing what he was doing. That's what he did. Don't tell me they took it down now. Hold on, where it at? Okay, that's it right here.
Break it down. Just stay in your lane.
Okay, so stop talking to me too. I don't stop doing nothing. I do what I want to do. I ain't coming down. You don't tell me I'm gonna be okay. Bye.
Y'all saw that right? Let me go back.
You don't tell me I'm gonna be okay. Bye. Out of here. It's out.
He showed how much of an abuser he was with that scene right there. Like he showed that. Where's the other one? Because there was another one where he kind of jumped up in her face and she kind of cowered to him. Oh, I got to echo because of these damn earphones. My bad. I forgot to put it on. Forgot to put my mic on mute. But yeah, she was scared as a motherfucker. She was scared, and you can't tell me she wasn't. Her ass was scared, and you see she ain't with him no more. So my thing is this: I don't care what nobody say. Memphitz was abusing her, and it's just that simple. And it was a whole nother scene from that show, and I can't find it for nothing in this world. I don't know where it said. It's not up here anymore. But however, someone had it up here, but it's not up here no more. I wonder why they took it down. But yeah. Yeah, marriage boot camp. Y'all know what I mean. But that's what I'm talking about. The kitchen scene was worse. That's the scene that I'm actually looking for, where he got right up in her grill and he looked like he was finna hit her, and she looked like she saw a ghost when he got up in her damn face. And for a moment there, I felt bad for her. Literally, y'all probably don't believe me, but I did kind of feel bad for Toya in that damn moment, because it's kind of like, girl, and this is what you were defending, like, no lies. Like, I get it. You want to defend your man, be there for your man, whatever, because you don't really know Kay and you're going to always take up for him or whatever, but absolutely not. Yes, he called her a little girl. He definitely did. He called her a little girl. So that's my thing. I don't understand. And that's why they all look dumb. That's why they all look dumb and shit like that, because you sat there and you were sitting up here defending a man that wasn't your man. You defended him because that was your friend. That was your friend's husband. That's the thing. And then, Toya was going on social media back then, and always doing an interview, always going on her Twitter page, always doing a whole lot of shit, like trying to make K Michelle come across as a liar. And my thing is this. I get it though. I mean, she was married to Memphitz. That's just really what it boils down to. She was taking up for the man that she was married to. But I would have never said that you lying, he didn't touch you. Because I don't put nothing past nobody. I don't know what you did before me. So I'm never gonna sit up here and try to discount somebody else's story. But yeah, Toya was a damn fool. Now, when it comes back down to Rashida, I just think that Kirk and Rashida are full of shit. For them to try to blame production and say, production didn't want Kay and Rashida to be friends. Production wanted them to beef. Production is production. And I think that that's a silver bullet. They love to use silver bullets to when it comes down to this whole situation. It's always somebody else's fault when it comes down to this situation. And, it is what it is. Okay, here we go. But Scotty, everybody in the M knew he did that to K Michelle. It was not a secret here. Rashida should have never spoken on anything, regardless of who her friend was, but he tagged her too. And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Rashida was not defending Toya. She was defending Memphitz. Those are two different things that are related to one another. Because I really feel like she never would have been sitting out here looking like a damn fool defending some damn Memphitz if Memphitz wasn't married to her stupid ass, slow talking ass best friend. So yeah, it was two different things, but both things are related to the other. So that's just how I feel about it. Let's see. How production didn't want them to be friends. They were friends up to the point. My point exactly, but they quick to try to blame somebody else for their damn actions. Cause Rashida didn't have to turn. Rashida, I get it. You know, you didn't know K Michelle. She had just started coming around. You ain't know her like that. Yada, 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 yada. I get it. I understand it. I'm not taking it from you. But it is kind of fucked up for you to be sitting in that girl face looking like you would sympathize with her and what she was going through in her story. And in all reality, you really didn't sympathize with her at fucking all. You know what I mean? Like, and it is what it is. And when it comes down to Rashida, I would never I could never forgive somebody that could sit in my face and tell me that something didn't happen to me when it in fact did happen to me. There's no way that you could sit there and do that to me. And yeah, I'm not K Michelle or nothing like that. Like I'm not her or whatever. I'm not in this situation. I don't know nobody involved. Now I do know K Michelle. I do know her somewhat. I met her several times. She knows exactly who I am because I'm a fan of her, so she knows. However, I just feel as though it was just whack how they all ganged up on that girl back then. And K Michelle ain't nobody's victim. We know that she's not. But they ganged up on her during that situation. You know, first it was Rashida. She started talking about her. Then, you know what I'm saying? Toya was already saying shit before the show even came out. Then, you know, Muppet came out and started saying shit. And, you know, like, what's her name? Shanika Adams, that damn whore. She came out and said something. Like, all these different people in that ATL, you know, Sweet Valley High clique, they all was coming out, you know, saying stuff about K Michelle. And I remember K Michelle saying that Tiny never said nothing about her because she respected Tiny. She never said nothing about Tiny. And then on top of that, and then she said Shekinah never said nothing about her. So it's kind of like, okay. So all of y'all was sitting up there dragging this shit along. And then now y'all looking crazy in the face. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's always going to be smoke from K Michelle when it comes down to this situation at hand. You know what I mean? And so
R. Kelly,
it's another thing that I want us to listen to real quick because I'm about to get off of here in a minute because I gotta go eat and get some last minute things together for this situation. For the situation, not the situation, for the chasing panel. But I remember she did an interview, K Michelle did an interview with Revolt about 7-8 years ago. It was around 2017 when she did this interview. This is around the time her 4th album was coming out. And Sweet Valley High, right? They closer to 100 than Teenage Years. They got the Golden Girl clique. Oh my God. Shout out to Mims. But she did an interview with Revolt where she spoke on R. Kelly and her own experiences with abuse. And this is where she kind of ripped Tamar a new one in the most subtle way. But let's get into it.
Keep it 100 with you. I won't discuss any of those allegations. What I will say, as women, how about we make sure that we pay attention to somebody's child, somebody's daughter, and that we stop calling other women liars. Because you know what that does? I'm still living that down. I still get called here and there a liar or things like that, or she's angry, she's this. I came in the game fresh out of abuse. So what I'm gonna say is I've seen a lot and been through a lot, things that you guys would never even understand. You never know why a person act how they act or what they seen. But I will say this, as far as that goes, never tell a woman, never accuse her, or never say something didn't happen to her, because you do not know those stories. That's it.
Definitely. I mean, I respect you for not wanting to elaborate on a situation like that, especially with him being somebody that was mentoring you. I mean, it's definitely a loaded subject.
Yeah, it's loaded, and it's like emotional for me.
Okay, let me rewind it. Some. Let me see.
Definitely. I mean, I respect you for not wanting to elaborate.
Staying. You never know why a person act calling other women liars. Somebody's child. Somebody. the bitch that I am today. I wouldn't know how to sing.
Okay, this is the part I was talking about. I went too far up. This is the part I was talking about. Let me put myself on mute.
Like I could. I knew how to sing, but I wouldn't know how to record. I wouldn't know the importance of the music. So my loyalty always has a point to lie within it. But for me, you'll never hear me tell another woman what she went through. That happened to me. Them bitches told me what I went through, and now they fingers getting nibbled on and they getting divorced. But they told me nothing happened to me. You know?
Did you hear that? Did you hear what she said? She said, that happened to me. Them bitches told me what happened to me, and now they fingers getting nibbled on and they getting divorced. I'm sorry, y'all, but that right there, it will forever be funny to me. That right there gonna always be funny to me. But all I gotta say is this. I'm just gonna need for Rashida to just stop speaking on this K Michelle situation, because we all know that you never apologize. We already know that you never believed her, and you probably still don't believe her, and that's just what it is. Okay, like for real, we will always. We gonna always not like your ass for what you did when it came down to that. For you to sit in somebody's face and say, oh, that never happened to you, blah, 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 all that other shit. You feel what I'm saying? But y'all, I really feel like I kept it light on Rashida on this episode of Yes for the Mess, because I really could have went the fuck in on her like I normally would. But what I chose to do was talk about what she said on Beauty and the Beats about this situation. And I decided to take a trip down memory lane to really go into everything that happened between the two of them. So I'm out of here, y'all. I will see you guys on the next one. I got to get up here, get me something to eat, put some final touches on this chasing panel, which will be tonight at 8:15. See you then.
Leave the money on the dresser. Deep throat, use a lot of spit, make it messy. Slap it across your face, pull it out, put it back in. They call you gooseneck, cause she can make her throat big. Lockjaw, baby, gon' lax your muscles. You bought your best friend, shit, shorty, what you up to? Take one for the team and support your best friend. Show me how you eat that dick up on your knees with no hands. In your mouth like a motherfucking dentist. Dick move in like a motherfucking tenant. I get that bread, get that head, then I dash. I get my nut, then get back to the bag. And double back, hell nah, you ain't finished. Wanna feel the back to your throat, let me in it. Choke up on this dick, bitch, who you coughing at? Doobie, 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 come and get this Scooby snack.
Might suck dick for a living.